Well, greetings, everyone, and welcome to a truly special online event today. It's called Is Your Body the Missing Key to Your Awakening? Ancient Qigong Practices for Healing and Embodiment. My name is Stephen Dinan. I'm the founder and president of the Shift Network. And one of the things that's been the most common thread in recent years is that we are in an age of deeper embodiment. There's a lot of reasons for that, but it's time to bring our spirits down into our flesh in a deeper way, in a way that leads to enhanced lives, more harmonious movement, greater health and well-being, and a real kind of a embodied awakening. And we're going to get to explore Qigong as one of the most powerful ways to engage this awakening of the body today. And we're going to get to do so with one of a truly delightful teacher who's a dear friend and has taught many programs for Shift and is really beloved. His name is Master Mingtong Gu. He's a Qigong Master teacher and has really been a champion for this perspective that our body is the missing key now for our awakening, for our health, and ultimately our greatest contribution to the world. So Master Mingtong, thank you so much for joining us today.
Yeah, it's my honor always, Stephen. So great to be with you, with all of you today.
Well, I'm super excited to dive in and get the latest and most important teachings from you on this. And I also want to let everyone know that we're going to have a brand new program with Master Mingtong called Embodied Awakening with Qigong, and we'll share more about that towards the end of the hour. So, Master Mingtong, I'd love for you to begin with a little bit of your journey of embodied awakening and why you really came to recognize that this was so important to really emphasize our body as the center of our spiritual life.
Yeah. So, I grew up in a sense I was lost, homeless. And not only, didn't find my belonging in terms of stable family, stable childhood, then left home from my own country, come to the US and try so many different ways, finding my happiness, my belonging, as many of us have done that before. But my journey is really starting searching for deeper happiness, a sense of fulfillment of life. So from lost, and I was trying to find myself. So when I discovered Qigong in the beginning was more like a sense of connection with myself, connection with the energy, connection with life in general. Then I realizing actually as a surprise, discover the tremendous healing power of Qigong. So not only I recovered fully from this incurable chronic condition of asthma, sclerosis, but more importantly, it's wow, not only everything is possible, but I'm really experiencing, discovering what that means. So in all these years, after stay in the medicine and Qigong hospital on off for almost more than 2 years, and not only totally recover from this incurable condition, but really discover the most important to discover for me is why I was searching for home, in my homeland, in different family, then searching for home in the US and in different relationship. And I realizing home is here. My home is right here in my body. And that was the most awakening experience for me. And so not only because of that change of orientation, I discovered the inner medicine is inside of us already, but everything I'm looking for, everything we're looking for, the good thing we're all looking for, happiness, for example, love, for example, joy, connection, and deeper sense of purpose. Everything we're looking for is already inside of me. It's not like an abstract concept. It's in the body. So in the beginning, we hear these concepts from different tradition, but it's still approaching it abstractly. Okay, we may ask the question, who am I? But most people, all this inquiry is mental. Even when do energy work, it's still mental. Does not including this body in a sense. You come into the body only when, oh my God, something is wrong with this body. Oh my gosh, I have to fix these problems. oh my God, I'm too old. I'm aging. Oh my God, I'm burning out. I don't have the energy to accomplish what I want to accomplish. It's like the body is very last piece, the very last piece you come to, realizing the importance, but still focus on like, because it's function, because it's performance, because you need the body to do something, instead of like, oh, this body is not only part of me, this body is me. We're going to experience what that means during this session. I'd like to invite all of you discover that. So fascinatingly, Stephen, it's like after all these years of being working with energy, working with the body, working with the healing, and I'm realizing we have so much assumption about this body. It's not quite the truth. Yeah, we're going to touch on that, what that means for all of us. So I'm excited to continue to discover, what is this body? What is embodied awakening means? What is true potential that we're longing for? We so have tried so many different things, all different modality, traditions, spiritual traditions. But the truth is, until you tap into the potential of this body, we're continuously missing the target, so to speak. You're looking for the next thing. Most time outside of you. Most of the time in the mind, the mental world only.
Mm-hmm. This process of coming home is not separate from the spiritual process of spiritual realization. I think that's such an important point you're making, that it's by embracing where we are, who we are as bodies, as souls incarnate in flesh, that we actually realize our true nature. And I think that's such an important thing when we have so many lineages that have been focused on some form of transcendence or body denial or body suppression or overriding the body and really treating the body as a second-class citizen. So how do you really bring the body up to at least a deep level of partnership and integration with our sense of self and identity?
Yeah, it's quite a journey, really. Journey of healing, the journey of spiritual awakening is all about that. So first, we're going to explore, like what is the truth we're experiencing? For example, not only all the problem we're experiencing, internal, external, family, society, and earth, environmental, political, and social, all the history is like, so overwhelmingly complex. And right now, everybody experiencing the overwhelmness, And but if you look deeply, these are all just symptoms. So the deepest cause, as I have been exploring, especially last 2 years, and this is my soul journey, being exploring deeply. So not only continuously teaching, practicing Qigong as ancient wisdom, but what that means for us, for our contemporary time. So it's like realizing the Four Noble Truths from the Buddha have a much deeper meaning, a different kind of flavor for our times. So realizing, for example, most of us, living in the head from here up, either neck up or shoulder up. If you agree with me, everybody raise your hand. Then I want to ask you, how often do you consciously connecting with your body? Besides when the body is a pain, have symptom, you have to, take care of the body, whatever medication, whatever treatment, then like, oops, I have a body. Now I have to take care of it, fix it. So invite you, think your relationship. Reflecting on your relationship with your own body, noticing how little we connecting with our own body, as if the body just happened to be there. So it's like a walking stick. Most time we're just in the mental world, but now it's worse. Technology world, including the AI world, is hijacking our mental world. Mm-hmm. So what's left for the body is like the body is screaming. Here, I'm here. I need attention. I'm the one give you experience. We're going to realize that without this body, you cannot experiencing life as a human being. And yet we dismiss it. Yeah, we dismiss it. That's the number one problem. Like this connection of the mind body is causing the disconnection with everything else, including in relationship, including disconnection with the Mother Earth, Pachamama, including disconnection from life in general. So that disconnection is very unsettling. It's unsettling. It's like fragmented. And it's this void you cannot fill in until you say, I'm ready for you, my body, beloved body. So the journey have to start in from there, recognizing that truth, how far we have been disconnected from the body, almost like homeless. We're living a life homeless, pretty much for whole life, for many generations. So now, okay, if you choose to come back to home, you have to find the way back. Even the body is here waiting for you. When you go inside the body, what happened? Because you've been disconnected for so long, it feels like alienated, feels like unsettling. Then you discover, oh, what that means to be human, the pain, the discomfort, all the tightness, all the stress we accumulate slow lifetime, decades of lifetime. So when you noticing that, most of us like, oh, I don't want to take care of this. I don't want to handle this. I don't want to experience. So you're running away from your home again, basically. Yeah, it's like teenager rebelling, running away again. So this invitation of coming back again is a journey beyond just, oh, we do some movement, do some sound, do the meditation, which is really important. But the most important thing is you're cultivating love. Yeah. Cool. I'm here to learn to love my body again, be compassionate again, be kind to my body again. So then the deeper journey, you discover the power beneath the discomfort, beneath the pain, beneath whatever we identify as a disease. And that power we call energy. That's Qigong. The Qi, the energy, is the source energy for life, source energy for healing, source energy for your joy, source energy for your fulfillment. So that's kind of the process we're going to, continue going deeper and deeper over the time of the course.
I love all your reflections, and I want to invite you to just share a little bit. I mean, obviously you've spent a good chunk of your life as a Qigong practitioner and teacher. Why is that lineage particularly important for us, that lineage of practice now to this reclamation of our embodiment, or to really come home to an embodied awakening? Why is that lineage so good at helping us do that in many ways?
Yeah, I've been discovering, as I said, the deeper meaning of this ancient wisdom for our time. Like one highlight in Qigong is like so profoundly, simple. When I learned, it's like, okay, connecting the mind with the body, connecting the mind with the body, connecting with the mind, the body was like, in the beginning, it was like, what's the big deal? Okay. And then many of us maybe have done like mindfulness meditation, scanning the body somatically, you experiencing, relaxation, you experiencing a sense of well-being. But usually we stop there. Yeah. So the deeper purpose of Qigong, when you go further deeper, is about the integration of mind-body. It's the mind-body not only connecting, not only interacting, but really union. It's a union. So the ultimate union is creating the power that's beyond like, oh, mind has certain power, you coding the mind certain way, then applying that to the body, or you cultivating the body certain way, then kind of the mind become more aware of that process. So here is much deeper. So the mind-body is interacting, collaborating, eventually integrating, uniting. So that's basically, it's ultimately, I think, the original tantric approach in yoga. And that is very much common in Qigong. So not only working with the Qi, but the key is the mind-body connecting, integrating, uniting, then realizing something beyond just the power of the mind, beyond just the power of the body. So that's the depths of it. And that means like realizing your full potential as embodied human being. So not just transcendental experience of life. Yeah.
Hmm. Can you share a little bit more about how energy really offers this sort of way to, like, the sensing and moving of energy is sort of also a process of re-embodiment as well? And maybe share a little bit more about that.
Yeah, totally. It's like the three aspect. I call this as a trinity: mind, body, connecting, interacting, uniting. Then in the process, you discover energy. Something is like not only the energy itself connecting the mind body, but the energy itself is like beneath everything. So when we call something as a body, it's limiting to our own perception, whatever your perception of the body is. When you go deeper to the body beyond your own perception, beyond your own diagnosis, stories, beyond, think of this body as physical, limited, whatever certain way. But when you go deeper, noticing the sensation, the feeling is beyond just the physical. Then you go deeper, realizing this energy, the subtle energy is invisible. And that subtle energy is underlying everything, underlying your physical, underlying emotional, underlying even your mind. Your mind is form of energy. Most subtle form of energy in the universe is your mind, your consciousness. So when you realize that, you start experiencing a deep sense of not just connection, but oneness. So you're realizing this body is more than what do you think of the body? It's this whole energy presence. Another way you can say, oh, the physical body is carry the energy body, which is including your emotional body, mental, spiritual body. But then once you experience in the body as a wholeness, then you're realizing this whole energy body is your body. So you're experiencing the sense of wholeness, sense of oneness, sense of interconnectedness with infinite of life, both externally, internally. That is the spiritual awakening process.
How does the practice of Qigong help also address areas where we have traumas, blockages, things where we've started to cut off from our energy field? How is that related to this process of reclamation coming home to our body?
Yeah. So, trauma now is such a big thing. And not because now, but finally we pay attention to it. It's really existing in everybody's life, personally as well, collectively. So when you go to the trauma, going to the story, then it's very difficult to work with. Yeah. And that's the nature of trauma. But when you go into the body, experiencing, where you're feeling the reaction from the trauma, it's energetic contraction, the energetic pain, it's energetic association in the body. So when you go there beyond the story, then you do the movement, do the sound, do the meditation. It's like a different approach, a very different approach towards trauma. So you, almost like you start to loving or rediscovering this part of you where traumatized, where suppressed by whatever circumstance in the history. And so that's the same process of healing from any disease, basically. Disease is the contracted energy in the body, which is not functioning in harmony with the entire energy system. So when you connect with that part of you, opening that part of you, rediscovering that part of you, you're awakening to your wholeness, oneness. So that's the beauty. It's like healing in general, healing of the trauma, and spiritual awakening is exactly the same process.
That's so insightful. Can you share a little bit more about how some of the other elements of Qigong and how that relates to this embodied awakening from the slower movements to breath to sound?
Yeah. So that's another kind of unique quality of Qigong, maybe in relationship to other things you may have explored. Qigong is like so gentle, so soft. And when you do movement, you focus on the slowness. Yeah, you slow down the mind to connect with your body and slow down your body movement, start to feel the inner sense of wholeness, oneness, gentleness. And then you do the sound, it's like very internal, very personal. For example, if you're making a sound like this, shin, you're using your own body as a musical instrument. And then you meditate, you can, do walking meditation, sitting meditation, always connecting with your body, connecting with energy, connecting with infinite, presence of life. So always have the sense of like energetic feeling to it, experiential feeling to it. So that feeling is giving you automatic feedback. Oh, you're not just kind of, follow certain steps, then trusting some magic will happen. It's like when you're doing it, the body responds to it. When you're doing it, energy experience start arising. When you're doing it, you feel like, oh, this natural flow, natural connection, natural openness start to become present. So that make it is very accessible, but also easy for you to integrate to everyday life.
Beautiful. Well, that's a really wonderful overview. You mentioned earlier the Four Noble Truths, and I want to just invite you just sharing how that weaves together with this understanding of re-embodiment too.
As I mentioned, the first truth is recognizing we experience suffering in life and differentiating the suffering is different from pain, from discomfort. And acknowledging, the complexity of life, but same time, go beyond this suffering, realizing the second truth is the cause of suffering. The cause of suffering is beyond what we think is. So we're going to explore that. The deepest cause of suffering is disconnection of mind and body. And that's very much associated with ignorance. Yeah, when you disconnect with your own body, you're ignorant of your own body. You don't know what's going on. For example, every day you're experiencing stress, right? And but you're in your head. So you think of trying to solve the problem of the stress, trying to control the environment, whatever you do, mentally trying to approach it. And that might be work to a certain degree, but without realizing this body is carrying the stress, carrying, often we say the issue is in the tissue. So if you're not aware, connecting with your body, then you can not take care of the real issue the body is carrying for whole life and continue for the rest of your life. So that is like disconnection, ignorance together. Then eventually you're like, oh, someday you may, happen to a lot of people, especially come with age, come from overworking, then we're diagnosed with a big problem. Could it be incurable condition, chronic condition? Then we can totally surprise, like, what happened to me? As if like something happened just overnight. But the truth is nothing can happen overnight. Only because you're not aware of your body, you're not aware of the cumulative stress. You have not been able to take care of your body, your energy over the time. Then the big hit can happen, big burning out can happen. So that's like one tangible example of the consequence of this disconnection and the ignorance, so to speak. Then the third truth is about not only the possibility of liberation from suffering. Yeah, it's like you don't have to experience these problems, suffering. And how to do that is the path of liberation. So most powerful one, we're going to focus on how the mind, body connecting, discovering compassion, wisdom, loving kindness, but more so discovering the power, energy, sustaining your body, sustaining your life, sustaining everything you do. So that's kind of the process of Four Noble Truths.
Hmm. Well, I love how these things weave together, and I know you want to also take us into a experience of a deeper level of reconnecting with your body's intelligence and presence. So, why don't we take the time to do that now?
Great, love that. So I'd like to invite everybody to join me. If you're not driving, you can close your eyes and with this intention of feeling your own body. I'd like to invite you placing your hands on top of your chest, acknowledging the presence of your own body beyond the concept, beyond any mental analysis. We can speak of these powerful, simple words, accessing the deeper truths inside of you already. So the first truth like this: without this body, I do not exist as human being. Together. Without this body, I do not exist as human being. Without this body, I do not exist as a human being. Without this body, I do not exist as a human being. Feel the truth. Beyond any concept, any analysis. Feel the presence of your own existence. Feel the presence of your own body. Continue to the second truth. Without this body, I cannot experience life as a human being. Together, repeating as loud as you can. Without this body, I cannot experience life as a human being. Without this body, I cannot experience life as a human being. Without this body, I cannot experience life as a human being. Feel this truth. Embracing all the sensation, feeling, experience inside of your body, inside of your heart. Both comfortable, uncomfortable. Both intense and subtle. Feel the preciousness of life. Continue to the third truth. Without this body, my soul cannot evolve in this lifetime. Without this body, my soul cannot evolve in this lifetime. Without this body, my soul cannot evolve in this lifetime. Feel the truth beyond any concept, any story, any analysis. Continuously feeling your body. When you're listening to the sound, you can gently move your body with your eyes closed.
Something. Everybody is looking for someone. Everybody is looking for something. Oh, everybody is looking for someone. looking for some. Everybody is looking for themselves. What they missing. Everybody is looking for their own body. Looking for themselves. Welcome home. Welcome. Everybody. Can you all say welcome to your own body? Welcome to your own. Welcome to your own. See, welcome to your own body. Welcome to your own body. Welcome to yourself. Welcome to your own body. Welcome to yourself. Welcome to your own body.
Continue, feel your own body, home inside of you already. Rediscovering your home, returning your own home, experiencing yourself, wholeness of yourself, the oneness of yourself, the presence of yourself as human being. Beyond any story, any analysis, any assumption. Feel the infinite energy inside of you, the energy of creation, the energy of healing, the energy of vitality, the energy of joy, the energy of creativity. Feel the energy presence of the Mother Earth, Pachamama, beneath us. Feel the infinite presence of the universe above us. Feel the infinite energy of all creation around us, deep inside of us, in your brain, in your heart, in your cell. Feel your embodiment. The embodiment of every aspect of yourself, every dimension of yourself. The known, the unknown. Slowly, gently, open your hands softly with a gentle inner smile. Feel the preciousness of your body, preciousness of life, and gently moving your body softly. You can rocking yourself gently. And whenever you're ready, slowly open your eye.
Beautiful. That was a very rocking meditation too in the middle there. You got a little gospel in you.
Totally, I love it.
That's a great meditation. So thank you. Do you want to share a little bit more about how to build from what we just did into sort of a full embodied practice? So using the forms of Qigong as well?
Yeah. So once we're clear, why we're here, of this deeper journey of continuous discovery of who we are, then the practice naturally supports you going deeper and deeper. So when you do movement, very gentle, soft, every movement, you're repeating this journey of connecting with your body, feeling your body, discovering the energy flow, the energy vitality, the energy power inside of you. And then you're repeating the sound, and we go slow, the 5 organ sound, heart, all the 5 organ sound. You discover not only your organs important as much as your brain, but also the physical dimension, emotional dimension, mental, spiritual dimension. So you're making these sound, you're feeling yourself, and particularly you transforming your emotion. The days you feel low, the day you feel emotionally overwhelmed, even fearful. When you're making these sounds, suddenly the energy opens up without change the story, without overly mental, you start to feel very different, very different. So the experiential transformations start happening in your whole body, experience. And that's what is the embodiment is about. So it's the whole body experience encompassing energetically, physical, emotional, mental, spiritual. Same way, meditation help you not just calming your mind, but really both. Not only calming the mind body, but also connecting the mind body. That's where the magic is waiting for you to discover.
I want to ask you about resistance that we discover in the body when you're sort of working in this way in a really meditative and slow and conscious flowing way. Like what to do with the resistance that you notice or find?
That's really the most important part. It's like it's not so much about technique. In this case, it's about a sense of choice, sense of intention, sense of deep commitment. So it's like you can experience resistance, you can experience difficulty, you can experience the challenge of this body as part of life. It's inevitable. But instead of say running away from it or wishing the resistance not there, you kind of, I'm feeling the tension. Now I have two choice. One is continue run away as you have been doing it, feel homeless. Now, like, okay, now I'm going to come home. No matter how messy it is, I'm going to experience it first. So a sense of compassion, sense of loving kindness. But that's something you can do for yourself without depending on other people. So it's from this idea like, wishing someday someone can take my pain away. The truth is recognizing, no one can take the pain away from you, but you're the one can experience it differently. So the spiritual practice is like not like, we're trying to make ourselves a perfect version, make life is super easy. We're never experiencing pain, discomfort anymore. I had this idea, even at time I experienced them. When you go to the transcendental place, like no pain, no limitation, you feel wonderful. But life doesn't work out this way every day. So like really embracing this part of life. The pain is part of life. Discomfort is part of life. The limitation is part of life. And in spite of that, you can open more. In spite of that, you can connect more. In spite of that, you start to discover greater capacity for self-compassion, self-love, and self-discovery of yourself. So that is more deeper discovery beyond just kind of transcendental, which is important, recognizing the essence of who we are is limitless, is timeless. But then you live every day, you discover who you are in a human form. Even if it's in a limited way, it's also important. So that is kind of part of that embodiment, part of the ongoing becoming. So not just like, I'm the essence, timeless. So who you're becoming, for the rest of your life, that's more than just discovering yourself as essence. So that's kind of another part of the journey often we're missing when we go into the extreme of transcendental, even a sense of bypass.
Hmm. I do think the transcendental bypass and spiritual bypassing is such a large scale problem now, and it really is what you're offering is such a more integrated, whole, and embodied approach to our awakening. And I also know that you've made it really clear that it's kind of a unique moment on our planet where we have this acceleration of artificial intelligence, which is very much replacing some of the more dissociative aspects of our intelligence. So the body intelligence is becoming even more important in this era of AI. Maybe speak to that a little bit.
Totally, totally. That's been kind of shocking for me personally. Last 2 years, I've been exploring AI in so many ways and enjoy the superpower in some way, but then discover the spiritual dimension, slow working with the AI, realizing the main difference of me as human being and the AI is not only I can experience life, feel life, but because I have this body, have this human body, that's where the true humanity exists. Without this human body, I can exist in the space, it's pure consciousness, but I'm not a human. So what's the point of being human is because we have this body. So how to not only work with this body, how to live by including this body, in a sense, like living from inside of your body instead of from outside the body. Oh, the body existing, have to do something about. From inside out. And that is the reclaiming of your own body. Again, especially the technology, so much like grabbing our attention, even amplifying the disconnection, and so much focus on speed, acceleration, performance, and functionality of life, and dismissing the deeper meaning of life is direct experience, direct feeling, direct embodiment of who we are. So that is kind of the contrast I'm seeing by working with the AI, also seeing the danger, the crisis we are facing. Unfortunately, so many, most of the time, people using technology unconsciously trying to accomplish something, but without realizing the sacrifice, the price we're paying. In this case, the ultimate price we're paying is losing this human body, losing true humanity. So that's why everything I'm doing, also recognizing so many tradition, amazing teachers, including shamanism, become so needed from this ancient wisdom. We can reclaim our new humanity again, come back to a humanity called new humanity. It's not going to be same as a primitive way of like, oh, you have to go to become farmer again. But it's like how to embracing the technology without losing the true essence of who we are, true humanity of who we are. And that's the new humanity. It's up to us to discover. Otherwise, we're going to lose it.
Beautiful reflections, Master Mingtong. And I think now is a great time to talk about your upcoming course, which is such a unique opportunity to study with you, practice with you, receive these ancient teachings and the new fusion with our modern understanding. So Mingtong has agreed to teach this brand new program. It's called Embodied Awakening with Qigong, Ancient Practices for Your Healing, Purpose, and Spiritual Growth. You can find it at the URL embodyyourowakening.com, embodyyourowakening.com. This is an 8-week program, and there's no prerequisites for this. So it's just if you're feeling called to engage in a practice that brings you home to your body and awakens your full potential within the body. So Master Mingtong, I'd love for you to share about some of your intentions for what people will come away with, and then let's go through the modules you'll be teaching.
My deepest wish is for everyone truly discover, return to this body as a living temple, truly experience what you've been looking for, health, vitality, joy, deeper fulfillment. One of the universal longing we all have, not only want to be happy, but also want to fulfill our purpose being here. And yet, without connecting your body, without reclaiming your true bodily embodied humanity, experience being here, you cannot truly fulfill your potential.
Beautifully said. Module 1 is on recognizing suffering as a call home to awaken your body's sacred messages.
Yeah, we're going to go slow this kind of a reflection process. So like what that means for you, what that look like in your life, what are you struggling? Yeah, how to perceiving these difficulty, challenges, and health issue, burnout, spiritual disconnection in a new way, new lens. Yeah, so that's kind of very personalized discovery, reflection.
Module 2, understanding the root of suffering and disease to transform contraction into flow.
So we're going deeper. For example, you have tried everything. So all kind of diagnosis, all kind of modality, all kind of treatment, functional medicine, whatever may be, different spiritual practice. Like you still feel like you're missing something. What is you're missing? In this case, it's you, not as concept. It's your body. So that's kind of obviously every session we're going to have the experience, the movement practice, sound practice, meditation practice, for you to experience what's like on other side of the bridge.
Module 3, realizing wholeness is possible now and discover energy as your source of healing.
That's its natural evolution. You're discovering, wow, this body is more than just physical, more than the diagnosis, more than a machine. This power is inside of you. That's the most exciting thing for every one of to discover. In the ancient time, we think of like, oh, this is esoteric, this is invisible, but now we have science to prove it. Yeah, quantum physics and all these new technology able to measure energy, but that's its only kind of measurement, affirmation, but how to experience it. And Qigong is a powerful way for you to discover, experience it personally, tangibly. That's super exciting.
Module 4, returning to wholeness through sound with healing practices to restore bodily harmony.
Again, so that's another unique quality with the healing Qigong, using the sound, discover, I'm experiencing the physical, emotional, mental, spiritual dimension of who you are, and slow this vibrational practice, you transforming these emotional stress, such as anxiety, such as worry, such as anger, such as hurts, including often trauma associated with the emotional contraction in the body. So the sound allow yourself to release these contraction, opening the energy. So it's really about opening the energy. When the energy opens up, your vitality return, your joy return, your creativity return, your whole being return into a sense of aliveness and creativity.
Module 5, living purpose as self-realization to embody your deepest calling.
That's another piece, nowadays, we're all experiencing lack of meaning and lack of purpose, and in this time of uncertainty. And yet most of us searching for purpose more intellectually. Whatever goal might be, whatever definition of purpose might be. In this case, it's really the invitation, go deeper, connecting with the heart, deeper connecting with the entire body. Like, what do you truly desire for? What is making you truly happy? What is the experience of fulfillment feels like in your body? Then the insight comes from there. It's like you tap into the source of fulfillment, then allow the insight, whatever your next journey, next chapter, whatever your choice you're making in your life, to fulfill your potential. But from the experience of fulfillment energetically in your heart, in your body. So it's a very reversed kind of, almost what's the words in business we call walking backwards, right? Forgot the terminology, but anyway, you know what I mean.
Yes.
Reverse engineering.
Reverse engineering, yes.
Yeah, that's more so. It's like go to the source. Yeah, it's beyond reverse engineering.
Module 6, activating the inner healer leader to align your path as one movement.
Yeah, that's another powerful implication. when we experiencing who we are, experiencing healing, experiencing deeper energetic alignment, then naturally we serving others, share the gift, we come this life too, and vice versa. Then when we serving others, it's just realizing, you continuously growing your internal capacity, and that's what we Qigong is focused on. So this parallel process, more you grow the internal capacity, more you're able to contribute, become the leader of your life, leader of the world, for change, for transformation, for the greater future.
And finally, module 7, embodied awakening as a way of life through integrated movement, sound, and meditation.
That's a tough one. How to integrate what we learn to everyday life. And that's, I think, what really life requires us now. So we're going to work on that in different way of not only establishing a consistent practice, but how to apply into every aspect of life. And just give an example, when we're noticing, when we're reacting, to whatever circumstances. I think everybody knows what I mean, when you're reacting, fight, flighting, noticing my body is contracting. Instead of, my mind have to fix all the problem, cause my problems, controlling the circumstance, or judging, whatever, around you. My body is experiencing contraction. I can breathe. I can slow down. I can do the sound. I can do the movement. Then you start shifting the energy. That's the embodiment of the practice.
Well, what a beautiful offering is perfectly timed for all the challenges we're in with so much dissociation, screen times, pulling our attention out of our body and out of our home, really. So thank you for really integrating the ancient wisdom with the modern understandings as well, and offering this program. And again, the whole program is at the URL embodyyourourawakening.com, embodyyourourawakening.com. If you choose to move forward, you'll get not only the 7 90-minute live sessions with Master Mingtong, which is a great time to do practices together, do Q&A. You'll also get video and audio recordings of every session, as well as word-for-word transcripts. There are weekly exercises and practices that really can deepen your embodiment every week, as well as a community group to support you and in your experiences, and small group time to connect with other participants. On the page, you'll also see a number of extra bonuses, each designed by Master Mingtong to enhance the journey. There's a Unlock the Power of AI for Your Soul Purpose, the complete playbook for conscious AI practice. It's a digital guide from Master Mingtong. You want to share more about that?
Yes, there's so much I can share, but make it sure is realizing the new possibility how to use AI consciously for your soul purpose. Beyond just the hyper, beyond the fearful resistance is happening now, realizing the AI is here to exist. So how to work with AI spiritually, consciously, that's become part of our journey of embodied awakening. I'm so excited to share that, my discovery from last 2 years.
So that's a great extra bonus. And there's a second bonus you find on the page at Embody Your Awakening as well. This is a video teaching from Master Mingtong called Medicine Buddha and the 3 Levels of Healing. Can you share more about that?
We can explore 3 levels of healing. From conventional to deeper and deeper, and then eventually the spiritual awakening as part of the healing to complete the healing process.
And then there's one final bonus that is available just for those who sign up today by midnight. We like to do this to give you a little extra encouragement to take the time, go through the page at Embody Your Awakening, tune in with your intuition. And if you decide to move forward, then you're going to get a special bonus for doing so today. So this is called What is Love? It's a video teaching from Master Mingtong. And you want to share more about What is Love as a special bonus today?
That's one of my favorite teachings. Come from a very powerful, deep, intensive retreat, part of 30-day retreat, and really exploring deeply, what is love beyond just concept, experientially guide you through the meditation, then for everybody to reflecting on how that feels like in your history and current time? What is the deeper possibility of unconditional love for yourself, for everyone else? And so it's very deep, personally, kind of beyond just reflection, embodied journey of love.
Beautiful. So that's your special bonus if you sign up today. And I do want to note that, which was on the original registration page for today, that everybody who's attended today is also going to get an excerpt from Master Mingtong's upcoming book, The Coming Home to Embodied Awakening, which you can see on the screen. So that will be sent in an email with the recording of today's event. So it's going to be an amazing program. We've kept the investment very accessible. It's 3 payments of $128, so you can save 10% when you pay in full with one payment of $349. The course is going to start March 5th and run Thursdays at 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 Eastern. But even if you can't make the live times, you can still get the full value with the recordings, the transcripts in the community as well. There's so many happy students and customers of Master Mingtong's previous courses. There's a bunch of testimonials on the page about how much wisdom, care, beauty he brings. He's really full of vitality, and I can personally attest he's just a fountain of joy to be around. So he's a real deal teacher and healer, and his practices can really radically change your life for the good. So again, there's more detail on the page at embodyyourowakening.com, and you will get the special What is Love video teaching if you sign up today. So Master Mingtong, it's been a joy to be with you. Anything that's on you want to share with folks who are considering doing your full course?
Just welcome you home. We say we walk each other home together. Come back not only to your heart, but full embody as human being. That's the best work we can do for this lifetime.
Amen to that. Amen. Thank you, Master Mingtong, and thank you all for joining. Many blessings. And again, if you want to move forward with the next step, it's at embodyyourowakening.com and tune in. And if you move forward today, you'll get the What is Love bonus as well. So thank you so much.